of Bitcoin Live today, an interview with Trace Network. I got the CEO with me in the show. Welcome to Bitcoin Live. We're fashionably late.
Thank you so much, Nick. It's a pleasure being over here with you, and definitely looking forward. There's a lot happening, and so there will be multiple things we would be discussing around at this point of time. Excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm very excited too because this is like a really big project that you've been building. We really love the metaverse and fashion. I mean, it's some of the things that people are not fully aware yet of. But the metaverse, the fashion, digital NFTs, all of these things come together in your project. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and then about what you've built?
So I'm Lokesh Rao. I'm co-founder of Trace Network Labs, and I started working on the Trace Network Lab projects along with my co-founder Sunil Arora somewhere in 2021, and we are building metaverse for fashion and lifestyle, which we have named Pariz. You can see it over here as well, and so basically we are from fashion industry. Basically, we have worked with fashion brands. I personally have worked for almost like 15 years with them, helping them in setting up their supply chain. And Sunil, who is my partner and co-founder of Trace, has worked almost like 35 years with these brands. So we while working with these brands, we realized that the brands are the kind of struggles the brands are going through, like in terms of counterfeiting, in terms of the whole economy getting changed from physical to online model, wherein everyone started going for shopping online. So that brand customer connect was going down. So like we were aware of all these challenges, and when I started uh, attending the blockchain summits, I started realizing that how this tech can actually help the fashion brands, and that's when I and Sunil started working on creating a solution. And while during that time the metaverse hype was building up, we got to know that Facebook also has started working on creating a metaverse. So like what we realized at that point of time, everyone was creating a generic metaverse. It's like the metaverses existed in form of gaming metaverse, but then everyone started creating a metaverse wherein you one can have different kind of experiences. But then we realized like it's not going to end up anywhere, because the end gratification was not there. There was no reason like why people would want to go there again and again. So there has to be some niche metaverses to be created wherein we are actually solving some problem, and the gratification which comes basis of anyone coming into metaverse, they look forward for something, some kind of activity engagement which they would want to do again and again, like shopping is one of those. So that's where we realized like let's create a fashion metaverse. So we spoke to various fashion brands. So that point of time we were almost in touch with like 200 plus fashion brands with whom we were talking, and like while getting their feedback, we realized like it's the thing to do. And that's how we ended up building Paris, which is world's first adoption centric fashion lifestyle metaverse. And it's completely focused on a a different shopping experience, which is wherein people can interact with each other and they can engage in shopping while sitting in different geographies. And it's like interactive shopping.
Cool, cool, cool. And I imagine also like maybe fashion walks, something along those lines, or are you also looking into those kind of things?
Oh yeah, so basically anything related to fashion,
Yeah.
and as I said, our aim was to create something adoption centric, wherein people they not just fashion, but like for any kind of activity they would find that they can do in Paris. Like metaverses at this point of time, I just, if I think beyond fashion, I might would want to attend a fashion show. I might want to attend an event wherein I am connecting with say my any Web3 project I would want to learn about. I might would want to attend a show with the live theater artists, comedy shows and stuff. So it has to be a real world type of experience, then only people start believing that yes, metaverse, it's something which they can use in future. And the first step which we did is like, the step one was to enable people to create their real looking avatars. So that was the first thing which we did, and which is web3 native. People can mint it as NFT and they can use it in metaverse. So avatar which you are creating would resemble you. So if I'm jumping onto the metaverse, I would be able to recognize that yes, it's Nick and I'm talking to you. It's not like a cartoon face avatar or something. So that was the first thing which we did, and then we started building up other experiences wherein uh, people can engage in shopping experience, wherein they can enter into any brand store, they can see the products over there, uh, and more details about it. The store, the brands launching their stores also bring their store assistant, helping the people to guide into the metaverse store, which otherwise is not possible on e-commerce websites. You are doing their scrolling just and that's it. So it was getting boring stuff. So just to make it more interesting, like I might call my cousin who is sitting in USA, and I might would want to take his feedback suggestions for shopping. Or maybe I would want to call my fiance who is sitting in different city or country, and we want to do the shopping for our marriage together. So all those kind of stuff. So that's one. And then, as I said, the events. So today in the physical side of the world, there are a lot of events happening, but it's not possible for one to go and attend every physical event. There is a limitation. Maybe I'm not in that geography, but still I would want to connect with the network over there, for my own social networking. And so in that case, metaverse, wherein the events can be launched, wherein people can connect and collaborate with each other, again with the easy understanding that whom I'm interacting. If I'm able to see you, okay, I can say hi, bye. So it's like it's more of real interaction. And the metaverses which used to exist before, like gaming metaverses, we used to feel that the more the complex the game is, the more interesting it would be. But here, the metaverse, it's completely different. Here, it has to be very simple experience, that once you are jumping over there, you are being guided to the right place. You are not getting confused on the way. So, like creating mind maps,
Yeah.
helping you to go around in the metaverse. So those kind of things we took care, and that's how while building up the metaverse, we specifically took care of these things, like what can create a resistance in adoption of a metaverse. So like all those things being very clearly thoughtfully being put together. And yeah.
Well, yeah, speaking of the metaverse, I just lost my digital background, as you can see. So I'm back in the real world. But yeah, wow, that's like incredible what you've built. I mean, it's very comprehensive and all encompassing. I think what you said is like very important. Like people have to find their way through a metaverse, right? Because it's almost like a maze. I mean, you've got all these sort of islands, people doing their own metaverses, and but also within one metaverse, right? You have to find your way. It has to be easy. It has to be intuitive, and I think you guys have pulled it together like something really incredible here. Um, so yeah, where are we going to go next with this?
So the next immediate thing is like after this podcast, definitely I'm looking forward to have another interview or kind of a interactive session in our metaverse with you, so that people can come and directly talk to the guest, or maybe you to know anything. Like you also have a good fan following, I can see, and people would want to interact with you directly, just instead of just looking at the YouTube screens and all that. And one of the very important things we took care of is like you needed to buy a land to host a event in our metaverse. You simply just come and you host it. You launch the tickets if you want to make it free, or if you want to make it chargeable, and accordingly people can come and buy it. So it's a gated NFT gated entry to the event, so that only people to whom you who are interested in your show would want come and attend it. So it will be amazing to have this opportunity being given to your fan followers and our community to connect with you in our
Yeah,
metaverse.
yeah, because basically that is what the metaverse is for, right? It's connecting people, but in a more interactive way, right?
Yeah.
Because like YouTube is. flat, right? You can only listen to it, but it's way more fun if you can actually sort of be together in some space. And of course, that's also where AR and yeah, especially AR sort of comes in, right?
Yeah, so like we are focused on VR. Basically, it's like immersive experience,
Yeah.
not on AR, because again,
Ah.
there are like some positives and negatives about each of the tech. So AR, we find like it's good, but like for an immersive experience, it's VR which is needed.
Okay, so you're going more for VR than for AR, because usually you hear it the other way around, right? That most people say like AR is more for.
AR was a easy thing for us to start with, and almost everyone was going with AR.
Yeah.
But we realized, like, when we want to give some kind of immersive experience, we want to teleport them into a completely new world, rather
Mhm.
than everyone sitting in their own environment and then looking at something. It's important that we bring all of them together in the same environment so that the engagement is less distractive and more engaging.
So don't you think like because if you go for VR, is the technology there already in your opinion?
See, again, it's same like when in the initial times of internet, wherein the people started seeing it as a way of setting up some kind of visiting websites, nothing more than that. And then later on, it was a surprise to everyone. Okay, they can do some transactions, they can buy stuff on internet. So e-commerce came. So there is always a gradual evolution of each tech. And at this point of time, I would say there are some positive things, like the technology which is being used in metaverse. These technologies have evolved in last few decades, and like you name AI, or you
Yeah.
name the physical environment which we are creating on Unity and different stuff, WebGL and stuff. The blockchain itself, like how it can create a decentralized economy, giving ownership of things which we are buying in metaverse to the people as NFTs. So all these technologies have been evolving from a long time, and now it is being amalgamated and put together so that to create a complete new experience. So I would say yes, we are definitely there, but the scope of improvement, the room of improvement is huge. It's not like the best version we are looking at. Maybe tomorrow you might have a VR glass which is as light as my these glasses, and I can have both capabilities of VR AR in my glasses. So this is what like I feel would be the next evolution stage, wherein the hardware itself would be so nice that people, if thousands of people are attending a metaverse, which is not just a native desktop based application but a web based application which you can run at any point of time, uh, and it's not crashing. So that is one.
Like
And
my
the
background.
yeah, absolutely. And like as I said, at this point of time, if we enter into any metaverse, the biggest challenge we see is like it's pretty sticky.
Yeah.
uh, you reach a point wherein you are looking at like maybe 50 people, and then you are stuck there. If you remember, the Samsung huge event was hosted in Decentraland. It was a big flop because people were not able to reach to the place. Right
Yeah.
now, these are some good challenges which needs to be solved, and people like us are right now working on solving these challenges first, and then gradually taking it to an experience which is like pretty easy on the go. So here we like as a trace project, we are creating some kind of structures wherein every person would have their own sphere wherein they would want to interact with, and only that environment is getting loaded over there so that the interaction becomes easy and lighter. So these are like different ways we are coming up with to solve the challenges which exist. So I would say that it is good for people to at least start engaging in metaverse. There are a lot of learnings which uh,
Hmm.
definitely you would go through, and the evolution, it has no end. Maybe in 5 years, 10 years, and the way the technology is changing, the things which we used to predict like will be happening in 10 years, maybe this time in 5 years, 2 years, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's going shorter and shorter, and of course, AI helps incredibly much in
Yeah,
shortening that pace, right? Because everybody sort of predicts it will take so long, and then turns out it's much shorter than most people actually predicted.
that's
Uh,
right. Absolutely. AI is
yep.
definitely going to play a very important role, and especially in building up these experiences, which in itself requires a lot of learning.
Yeah.
If today I'm going into a store, I have a collection from the brand. I might would want to know something specific. Maybe the person who is a store assistant over there is another person sitting somewhere and is coordinating with his avatar, but this avatar itself can be AI controlled, wherein he can be fitted with a lot of information which he can manage. So like these are the kind of things we see as a definitely low hanging fruits, but it's not. Once it's being implemented properly, then definitely it's going to be really really exciting for both sides, for the people who are building metaverse and also for the people who are consuming metaverse.
So I mean, there's so many exciting pieces to this, but what excites you personally the most from what you've built and what you're sort of trying to build?
Uh, okay. So the first thing is, I feel that we did right was to pick a particular niche, a particular subject which we were already aware of. We had a pretty much of knowledge about the industry and segment, because when any technology can only evolve and grow when the businesses enterprises start adopting it, and then people also start adopting it. And at this
Mhm.
point of time, it was very important that if we are creating something, then we should know for whom we are creating, what are our target audiences, and how should the commercial transaction should happen. So here we had a pretty much good understanding about what the fashion brands, their challenges, and uh, what is important for them to connect with their customers. I just give you a very very small basic example. Today, a lot of fashion brands who are creating collections every season, they end up putting up a lot of products on sale, and
Yeah.
after that also a lot of products remains unsold,
Mhm.
which I don't know what might be happening to them. Maybe they are just treated as a waste and dumped somewhere. So environmental impact also is huge over here. Now imagine if these brand could have got an opportunity wherein they can directly take feedback from the customer that which products they should actually put in physical production. So that kind of feedback could have helped in reducing these wastages. When I know that only out of these 100 designs, only 20 designs are something which people liked, so I'll put them in production. So this is
Yep.
how it is going to be. It's important to know about the business, and that's how you can help it. So this was first good step which we have learned. The second thing is wherein we were always believing that a metaverse has to somewhere represent our real world, otherwise that adoption might not come. So instead of creating a cartoon face avatar, we focused on creating AI based real looking avatar with person's image. So all these steps actually happened. The decisions were pretty much taken up in a right way, so it somehow helped us to bring ourselves in a stage wherein today we are can say that we are challenging the metaverses like Decentraland
Yeah.
Sandbox, that the adoption, which is a big challenge to them at this point of time, for us it won't be a challenge. And it definitely would create that positive impact in mind of people that yes, this is not just a hype, this is not just a gaming platform, but it's way beyond that, wherein we would want to use it again and again. Shopping is something we would definitely want to do again, right?
True.
Attending an event wherein I would want to do a networking with someone, definitely I would want to do that. So all of these things, I think it's going to create a positive impact. We also learned from the mistakes of others, and I believe that while setting up such benchmark, we can help other people also to rightly create and this whole consumable tech, so that it's become easy and fast for people to start using it, the benefits
So,
of it.
so basically, you have been focusing directly on utility and real world application,
Yes.
and that's where you think these other metaverses might have gone wrong. I
I would not comment that these are just the reasons, but like for adoption, gratification is something like which everyone is looking for. Nobody wants to waste their time. Nobody is looking for, it's not these metaverses which everyone is are building. They it's not something a gaming metaverse. They are saying that it's going to be used for something interesting, real world things, wherein you might not be doing able to do something in the physical side of world, wherein metaverse can help you for that. Definitely they have to come out of that mindset that it has to be gamified only, because games, definitely the complex nature of games, it's something which people look for, but here the kind of experiences which they want has to be very simple. So
yeah.
even a 10-year boy can come and uh, might would attend a session or a educational class over here in the metaverse, or a person of 80-year-old can also come and meet his grandkid in an immersive way. So it should be as simple for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, of course, right. If you say it will happen, right, then people have to wait for it. And if it doesn't happen, they sort of drop out. And if you have like a real world application right away, people instantly know what you're offering, right? And then you can build from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like maybe this step wherein at this point of time, I would say the way organically we have started getting those uh, feedbacks from people who are hosting events or coming to these stores, it made us feel so good that yes, now it is something which is an eye opener for even the industry also to follow and do the same, so that people who have been almost waiting for a year and a half that metaverse will do some magic and they can use it simply, so that will start happening.
So they will come to you, right? So that's the place to be. So what do you think about those, other metaverses, right? Do you think they'll stay around, or do you think a lot of them will drop out, or?
I think the main metaverses I know about, definitely they are trying everything possible, uh, and they have understood these problem and challenges, and they are working towards it. So not sure like how many of them, but I would wish that everyone who has put efforts, people have believed in them, should be able to do something good. And anyway, like we can provide any support, definitely we would do that, because there is no limit to what metaverse can do. Tomorrow if somebody start working and building a metaverse specifically for education, wherein kids can go and do a live simulation of complex machines,
Yeah.
wow, that's going to be beautiful. And so like this, every project can focus on some specific things, basis of their understanding and about a particular subject, it will definitely work good in that way.
So talking about that, because the metaverse has like sort of endless applications, of course, and facets to it. Where do you see it go? Do you think they will all merge into one experience, or?
See, the time when everyone started talking about metaverses, there was another theory which was popular, that it will be one single world, interoperable. I think that is the end goal for sure, while the rest of the things also evolving up. Uh, so that is definitely going to create a seamless world and experience for everyone to be part of that. Now at this point of time, if I'm using this online channel to connect with you, to speak with you, and suddenly after a while I'll be jumping onto a Zoom call and Google Meet call, there is no restriction. Similarly, a metaverse, if I want to attend a party and or a concert, and then maybe I have to go and attend a business meet, so all these things might be happening on different metaverses. So that interoperability definitely would play a very important role, at least for the movable objects. I'm not saying that move my house to a different metaverse and then I'm going to connect with people. I'm just saying at least me as a person should be able to move around in different metaverses without any challenge. And with the same philosophy, we created this avatar also, which is Web3 native, wherein anyone can integrate it with their metaverse, so that a person who is coming to Paris to attend a event or for shopping, then suddenly is if jumping into another metaverse wherein it is already compatible. It makes it so easy, right? Like Google login, so you just use it and you log in into any Web2 application. So it's similar to that, and all these. So as I said, there's this interoperability. I think that is going to take some time, but once this is achieved with a standard being created, uh, this is definitely going to, I would say, create a lot of belief and adoption thing in people who are right now a little bit not a bit of hesitant in
Yeah.
adopting.
Yeah, there's some skepticism out there, of course, but you wanted to make it like seamless and effortless and fun, of course, and engaging. And I think there's still a lot of sort of enthusiasm out there for these metaverse projects. I mean, many people know.
As I said, it's not just us. Everyone is trying their bits and pieces, and everyone, like as I said, here the brightest brains are working, wherein someone is working using AI, and someone is good in blockchain, and everyone is working together. So,
Mhm.
like us, I'm sure there are other people, other projects also working in this space, solving something different.
Mhm.
So I feel that there will be a time wherein everyone will have something interesting for people to use and consume, and as a part of metaverse.
They all hold a piece to the puzzle, right? And it will come together. And so, but we had some sort of yeah, economic setbacks lately. And you see, for example, Facebook firing a lot of people, and it goes through the tech business. Do you think that has an impact, a negative impact on the metaverse development, or do you think it's going straight ahead and full force?
See, I think yes, in a way, people have taken it in a negative way, but these are the kind of challenges which keeps on happening whenever there is a slow market. So it's not new, and
Yeah.
it's not. It hasn't happened when metaverse thing started. It's something which has happened from ages, even in the dot-com bubble, or later on when we face these kind of challenges. It happened, like people lost their jobs. But I would say that this whole initiative which Meta is taking, or Trace is doing, that everyone is still working on the end objectives. And I think once the sun is back over there, so people again would find opportunities wherein the right skilled people would get opportunity to do or contribute in this. And definitely we are also looking forward for such kind of skilled resources who can help us. Uh, just couple minds won't change much. It's like everyone has to come together and do it. So these hard times would also pass by. So sometimes we overhire people, while having an understanding that we build 10 different things, but then we slow down things and start focusing only on couple which are the priority. So things change like this.
True, true, true. Yeah, and I think that only makes the case better, right? I mean, the people that are sticking around and building these things under these very difficult circumstances, they're here to stay, and it shows
Yes,
that the trend is not going away, right?
absolutely,
The
absolutely.
trend is forward. So yeah, this is really exciting. You also wanted to show a little bit how it looked like inside, right?
So yeah, let me quickly show you Paris Metaverse.
To give people a
uh,
sample.
can you see my screen?
Yes.
So once you come onto our website, paris.trace.network, here you will find three options. One is to come and host the event, wherein you can, like if you are a theater artist, or if you want a project, so you want to host an event, so you can come over here and create a new event which people can come and attend it. Then we
Mhm.
have shopping experience, wherein different brands they have launched their stores. So I can maybe quickly show you one of our stores.
The connection is having difficulty, I see. It is, I think, also a very big, powerful website, so it probably takes up a lot of data.
It's running pretty well on my side. I'm not sure if it is something with. the tool which we are using to communicate.
Wait. Yeah, yeah, that could be it. Let's
Because
see.
on my side it's running perfectly well. So I'm not sure like where we are stuck on.
Yeah, we're kind of stuck. Wait, I'll try to show it on my end.
Okay,
Wait,
sure.
let's see if I can open it here. Yes. So this is join the
Oh,
world of
it's
optics.
actually stuck. Even I can't see anything moving. So
Yeah. Oh, we're still moving, but yeah, you're kind of stuck at the moment. So what you can do is sort of get out and then get back in. That sometimes sort of
okay,
restores the
perfect.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm opening the site right now. You can do different features. I see. You can create events. You got a shopping district over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, with yeah, different brands like you said, Sivan, Style Up, Madame, and then you can go there and shop and choose an avatar. That's really cool, by the way. Let's see if it's still showing up. Ah, there we go. Yes, you're back.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
So
better.
now you can open any store like Style Up store. You can open that.
Yeah, yeah. I just did, and it opens up in a
Okay.
new window. So I have to see if I can open that over here. Here we go. Yes. Then I'm gonna, let's see. Yeah, there we go.
So either you choose the existing guest avatars, or if you have already minted your buddy avatar, then with your wallet address, it can automatically show you your real avatar. Otherwise, you can just choose these standard avatars which are there, and you put your name, and then you can jump into the store.
Oh, that's really cool. It's really cool. And then you sort of get into the metaverse.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it. So I think people would understand, and they can now try on their own.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I will of course put all the links down below in the video, the YouTube video, so that people can sort of check it out, and of course also the handles to your Twitter accounts and all the rest of it. Yeah, I think we covered a lot. I mean, what did we miss? Did we miss anything that you want to highlight?
No, I think it's pretty good to discuss like where the metaverse are. And I really wanted to share that this metaverse thing is not just something which is going to die, or like all these negative things which I'm hearing. Everyone is working hard at this point of time in these I would say cold and beer market, so it's hard for everyone. But yes, every company, every project which existed over there, and which took the right steps in the right time, so they all are there and evolving themselves. And gradually people would also find some interesting activity in each of the metaverses to go and engage in. And I wish everyone all the best. And also like everyone who will be coming on to Paris to experience it, would definitely love to hear their feedback, because at the end of the day, what we are building is for you guys. And with your feedback, definitely we are going to improve it further.
Yeah, you need interaction, right? So you want to improve, you need that feedback. So people have to engage and have to get committed and start using it, right? And
Yes.
I think it's a really a unique tool and a really fun tool, and it looks really amazing. And I think you've built something really incredible here. And I want to thank you for your time, for being on Bitcoin Live and explaining all of this in so much detail. And yeah, we would love to have you back on in the future without the glitches. Sorry
Pleasure.
about that, by the way. But
Okay.
I really enjoyed this conversation, and I advise everybody to sort of start following Trace Network and, of course, Pari, Metaverse Pari. And yeah, and with that, I want to yeah, thank you for being on Bitcoin Live.
Okay, have a nice day, and take care. Good day.
You too. Take care.